a very solemn. It's a very solemn time of year, and it's a very solemn ceremony. And you start to reflect, and when you reflect, things just come to the surface. And we look around the world and we see that we still have a lot of conflict, and so that connects us in some way to previous conflicts and the sacrifices that people have made. Also, there were many World War II veterans living in the West Island, and I got to know many of them over the years, and their stories are always inspiring.
In the West Island, gathering with veterans, first responders, other representatives of the community, what does it mean to you to share this moment with them today?
Well, it is. You put your finger on the word community, and community isn't just real estate with homes. It's people coming together. This is one of my favorite events of the year because it is such a beautiful park, and it's when I think of what it was before, it was just a nice piece of green grass, but Major Glaçon's vision made it into something extremely special.
What inspired you to write this poem?
Both my grandfather and uncle have served. My grandfather was in the Battle of the Atlantic, actually. I never got to meet him personally, but I think being here today will mean a lot to him. He's looking at me from above, and words are a very powerful thing. Language is very powerful, and if you're able to articulate your feelings into a poem, and that's how I remember them, right? I wrote this to commemorate the 79th anniversary of D-Day back in June. It speaks on the themes of how we can learn from the past and not repeat history. It shares the feelings of Allied peace and unity. I'll leave you with this. We are being faced with so much tragedy in the world lately, and at its core, tragedy is built on the human emotion of hate. Tragedy is created out of hate, but love will pull you out of it. Choosing things like love, empathy, and kindness will stop tragedy at its roots. Despair is the wrong response to tragedy. Hope will pull you out of it. This poem is called The Seaborn Verdict. I hope you enjoy it. The month of June unfolds as the dust settles on the chapters of Almighty Crusade. First came Utah, where brothers greeted tyranny and danced with smog around the crusade. Fathers landed in Omaha, descending through air. They had proof of company. By this sword, uncles would swear, facing what fellow troops had never seen, bearing courage in their fists against the machine. All eyes on Juno, she had no delay. History agrees, her enemy was well trained. Even so, they were no match to her forces, with whom she fed with such vigor and play. Now striving towards gold, were the soldiers and sailors looming on the horizon. Their future, they were ready to mold. Seaborn with their captain's verdict, no thought of doom in their decision, only thoughts of day. The shores of Normandy brought forth what those beaches all shared, that we are better when allied together. To face the past, we would never dare. For those lost in the sands, to them I say, the tide has turned on this world. Welcome to the blessings of today. Thank you.